Hello everyone, Title 1 update is here and it's been a blast. Zho Shia and Mizutsune have been real fun additions to the game, and I just want to take a moment to talk about my experience. Mizutsune has not really been giving me that hard of a time except for the tempered version, and it's only whenever it does this front flip attack and it pretty much one-shots me or almost takes my entire health all the way down, probably leaving me like 10%. The other thing that's also somewhat annoying is I feel like it moves from location to location once you get to a certain damage point a little bit too much, or probably just pretty fast. So unless we're just doing a lot of damage pretty quickly, but it does feel like it moves from point to point pretty quickly. And also, whenever you're fighting it, it does like bounce around a lot. So, me as a great sword user, primarily in a switch axe, which doesn't move that fast outside of when you're just running, it does bounce around a lot. To where I feel like I'm having to run to Mizutsune a lot of the time. Now, the materials you get for doing Mitsune's fights and gathering them up, for the armors, it is really aesthetically pleasing. It's like this traditional, like I would say Japanese tunic style. I forget the actual name of it, but it's like a tunic, and it's really nice looking. It'll be good for your layered armor. Unfortunately, I don't think the actual armor for the skills are really worth it. They have like this skill for bubbles, which I believe is only for the Mizutsune fight. I have not encountered anything else that uses bubbles. So unless it's something more like Gormagala where it just gives you bubbles, which I haven't used it yet, so I need to figure that out to give more information. But that's the only reason I would say it's worth it is if you actually get bubbles yourself from it to give you your boost. If it's something where it's not and it's only used for the Mitsune's bubble attacks to get them to give you the buff, it's just not worth it. Now the weapons, on the other hand, they look great, and I understand that they use water damage, which is just, I believe, an extra raw base damage on top of what your raw damages already is. So that's at least something you can go ahead and use. The blades for like the great sword, long sword, and the dual blades are fantastic looking. I actually think if you want to, you should use it because the blades just look awesome. Now, Zho Shia, just like the campaign, I feel like the mission to unlock Zho Shia is relatively easy and can be done by yourself with no issues. The only hard part is usually the white mechanic. Just like in the campaign, I didn't really learn how to really live through that. I've just seen that most people really would just run to the edge of the map and or forecast out, just making sure they didn't get hit. Which that kind of happened to me where I ended up running behind Zho Shia whenever the mechanic happened. And I was lucky enough to pretty much go down to 10% health and not get killed. Now, I was able to push through and get the kill, and it's where I was able then to now unlock the ability to find Zho Shia in the main world. When you do this, sometimes those Shia would just show up, and you just gotta wait for it. I did find it is, of course, in the inclemency weather type. So one easy thing that you can do is go into your tent, then go to rest, and you will choose weather type, inclemency, and then, from what I understand, choosing the time of day doesn't really matter. But 3 of the 4 times that I've done it on daytime, and I was able to get Zho Shia to spawn each time to be able to save the investigation. Now they did up the cost for the expedition points to do that for resting. For I believe it was 400 points. Now it is, or actually no, it was 300 points, I believe, and now it is 500 points. So if you are some reason running low already on your investigation points, just do be careful, because it is costing more. But as of right now, most people should be having over 100,000, if not a lot more expedition points. Now, when I started farming Zho Shia, I swear, it was actually farming me and my fellow hunters.
Oh no! No!
Oh my god, dude, I'm getting up and getting hit. Dude.
No worry. Don't worry. No worry.
I needed a heal, bro. I can't use just targeting me. I need heal! I need heal! I need heal! Okay, thanks.
Don't worry about it. Sorry.
Oh no!
Dude.
Good to have you. That's okay.
Damn. I can't believe that hit me, dude. F you. You, dude. How does he do that? Whatever. That man is just going for you.
What?
Oh no. I'm gonna die. After such a hard end to the night, the next day I looked up some tactics people have been learning, and I learned if you aim for the crystals when Zho Shia formed them, you can destroy them with your weapon. And also, there are pods on the arena floor. And if you grab those and then aim them at the crystals whenever he forms them, when he does them, his slams, they'll actually start to charge with the element of the pod and cause damage to Zho Shia. Now, so when he does this, he's got a couple moves where he makes a big area, and then when he hit it with the pods, with the crystals, they will start cascading and just explode on and on him, into where it causes massive damage and sometimes will even stagger him. And then also, whenever he does his wipe mechanic to go to phase 2, whenever he makes the really big crystals, now when you shoot them with the pods, they won't do a big damage to him, but but the pods will actually destroy those big crystals. And what happens is that fire he does is actually amplified by those crystals, so that's why they push back so far. So when you get rid of those crystals, pretty much it makes a much more safer area to where you can be in the arena floor without having to far cast out or be on the very back wall. You can actually be closer and then start running up on him as soon as the fire lets up. Just learning this little info, I was able to start surviving the fights a lot more after that. Now, Zho Shia's armor looks pretty cool, and I can see people wanting to rock it just for the aesthetic alone. But the armor itself actually good, with a set bonus that does a passive heal when you take damage, and also it has a lot of good base skills on the armors, with really good deco slots on majority of the armors. The weapon also for Zho Shia is also really good, and it will probably replace a lot of people's artisan weapons going forward. Now the weapon has a skill, base skill. It's only one, but it's because it's just so good. It's called the White Flame Torrent, and it gives an additional damage like a secondary hit when it procs. And because of this, it even has in the flavor text to combine it with Rathlow's armor set bonus called Scorcher, to where it makes the White Flame damage even higher. So this update has me really excited for the future of Wilds. I know I'll probably start slowing down the grind after I've hunted Zho Shia and Mizutsune into the ground, but I've already decided that I'd like to try to look at some of the older Monster Hunter games, probably like World, since I haven't really gotten to play that one like how I wanted. And also, even on the Nintendo Switch, they have Generations Ultimate, so I think I'll go ahead and try some of these while I wait for more content for Wilds. So please just kind of look out for those kind of future videos. And if you could, I would like for you to comment just to see how you guys are liking this update and how your hunts are going. And also, if you could, just please like and subscribe this video. I'd really appreciate it. And just hopefully we can continue to have more fun with this game. All right, and with that, this is Spealer 40. Happy hunting, gamers.